YouTube, it's Bebop307 here, and welcome back to Nietzsche and the Rat Tribe. Now, in the last episode, Acorn, I think along with Stone, sent us a few, challenges to test our smarts, our valor, and probably to knock some of our really, apparently, smart generation, smart nichelings, because this generation has had so many prodigies. Apparently, it is a very intelligent group of nichelings, basically. So I think Acorn wanted to see how smart were they exactly, how clever were they exactly. And Stone has a particular interest in Montreal, so he collaborated with Acorn to send us this carnivore to see how our lovely little Montreal would do. And Montreal was a very curious little nicheling baby who wandered over to the swamp area and couldn't help but kind of stare at the thorns and the reeds. And he just got very curious. And even though Echo was just trying to warn him away, like, get away from the thorns! Get away from the thorns, kid! What are you doing? Are you crazy? And then Montreal just kind of didn't really move. And then we passed the turn and this guy showed up. Sorry about that, someone knocked on the door. But anyway, so we passed the turn and this carnivore just showed up right in front of Montreal. And I have no idea what he's gonna do. So, well, actually I do, but, yeah, so there's that. He's being challenged by both Acorn and Stone, because Stone has taken a sudden interest in him out of nowhere. But alright, I think we are going to go ahead and just let Montreal do his thing. Montreal is seemingly quite careless so far. He doesn't mind the thorns, he doesn't mind this, and I think he would just kind of absently slash at this guy. And took him down in 2 hits. He took the carnivore down in 2 hits. Wow. Okay. I think Eccle's going to be a little bit astonished by how strong this nicheling was and just kind of wander closer. Like, what? Like, did you really just 2 hits? That is how fierce and kind of scary Montreal is. And what's even more scary about him is he's careless. Not even careless, he doesn't care, that's the point. He doesn't really care about the carnivores, he doesn't really care about the danger. He just kind of does whatever he wants, does as he sees fit. He has no worries, I guess, is the point of it. He'll listen to other people in a way, but at the same time, he's definitely strong-willed, to say the least. So, oh, there were fish over here earlier. You're leeched. Get up here! Why are you so slow? Go over here. Oh hey, you found us the berry bush! That's cool. Hosta, why don't you jump Oh, and you found a nest! Good job! I think Pumpkin being you found a nest too. Goodness. I think Pumpkin being the real sweetheart that she is, she would hop over and quickly and worriedly take the leech off of Tethal and just kind of ask if he was okay. To which he would reply, I'm fine, just got a little startled. And I think Tethal would be a little shy, a little embarrassed, and just kind of a little astounded that sweet and very clever and gifted Pumpkin just was so worried about him, you know? So Tethal is going to kind of hang over by this berry bush, his head hanging down just a little shyly. And Chestnut's a bit jealous. Chestnut's not sure how she likes Tethal right now. She's a little frustrated with her brother because she's closest to Pumpkin. No one else is as close to Pumpkin as she is. So she's gonna sit by Pumpkin and just kind of glare her brother down a little bit. Just She's a bit jealous there. I wonder. But Garlic is up here, and he is a little ways away from both his son, who is about to be plagued by these terrible sleeping bugs, so he is going to have to flee. But I don't know if he would know how dangerous they were. I think he'd collect up the koi fish first for his mom, and then he'd head down. So since he's completed his challenge, he's done well. Good job for him. Garlic is up here just being kind of peaceful and happy. He's helping to clear things out. I think he's just kind of working his way slowly inward, and Echo might join him. But with Ginger Snap gone, we actually need to pick a new leader, and I'm not sure who that's going to be, although I have to admit, I think Montreal would definitely be kind of an option, but I actually think that they would end up selecting Eccles, because Eccles is very intelligent, very clever, and he thinks of everything. He thinks of everything, and he definitely tries to warn and advise and help his tribe mates, like he tried to with Montreal. But the thing is, Montreal is kind of, I guess, he doesn't, I don't think he understands the word danger, you know, so he just doesn't really think of it. I mean, he listened to Eccles when he said don't grab at the thorns, so he didn't grab at the thorns, but he didn't exactly leave the area either. So he's just, he's kind of hoity-toity, I suppose, in a way, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Grapevine and Akoko are still hanging out together, and they're really close, you know. They're really close. Akoko is definitely happy to be with her mate, and they've had quite a few kids. I think these two are actually, these two are Dahlias. So she had Dukir, who we actually need to rename. She had Falcon. She had Alpine, our Barina snouted, lovely little lady over there. And she had Dukir. I don't think she had anybody else. So, you know what? I think she's going to breed with her mate and have one more baby. But she has to think of a challenge for these guys. And I don't know if these two have had challenges yet. He had one to take a leech off somebody, so he's already done with that. But I think he's going to have fun digging in the ground. And I think his brother is actually supposed to try and gather worms. I think that's the challenge that Akoko would give them. Try to gather worms. And also, thank you for letting me know, Trinket, that the Krabbits actually will snap up the clams. So that's why we kept losing clams, because those hungry Krabbits kept eating them and taking them from us, which was really rude. And oh no, Michael! Gosh darn it, what is with my guild leechlings getting so hurt by these leeches? Dude, come over here. Come over here. So, okay, she's gonna take the leech off you. And you're gonna have to, okay, Falcon. I kind of want Falcon to continue. Whoa, Dodomingo, whoa, Nest, okay. Here, come here so that Falcon can take this off you. There we go. So now that that's done, I think he'll come up here, gather the berries, clear away the grass around the nest. And Alpine is currently looking for a friendly Barina to invite, because that was the challenge that her mother gave her. And Alpine is actually probably, I think Akoko feels very connected to her, because she looks a lot like her father, Constantine. And she is actually a silver child, which I think is really, really cool. And I definitely think that silver nichelings have become a very much respected, like, look and just a very mystic appearance to these guys, to the rats, and they're just really amazed by it. But, okay. So now that we've done that, let's see. I believe that's everybody. And I think we actually have to say goodbye to Garlic over here. So let's go over and let's say goodbye to our handsome boy over here sitting among the grass. Alright, Garlic, goodbye, buddy. Oh, that always hurts, you know, that always hurts saying goodbye. But now that that's done, we're gonna take a look around. There's some Razorinas, there's that Dodomingo. Oh, look, there's a clamshell. Were you looking for clamshells, Michael? Actually, I think that was Falcon. So Falcon's gonna come over and swipe that up really fast. He's just gonna quickly run over and grab it, it's his. Nobody touched the clamshell, he needed it. And now his challenge is complete. And I think he'll be more content just helping his little sister. Oh right, she has water body. I shouldn't be afraid to put her in the water. I keep forgetting she does because she seems so tiny and I confuse it for lean body. But she has water body, so it's okay. And, okay, Michael is going to clear away the bushes and everything, and these two are going to slowly work together and use their sniffers. And actually, do gills have any sniffing power? They don't! Okay, so what about the carnivores? Okay, they actually don't have any sniffing power. The only sniffing powers are Big Nose over here. So I don't mind having a few select nichelings with gills. But we definitely want to keep it at a minimum. Definitely want to keep it at a minimum because rats are good sniffers. Rats are good sniffers, and as much as this actually kind of looks like a rat, it's not going to be very helpful to us. Well, at least not overly. And we have you! Oh, Nutata! You have blind eyes recessives. That is not good, buddy. That's not good. Let's quickly fix that up. Anything else I should be worried about? No. It looks like you're a very healthy young boy. You do have no paw, though, so, I'm not sure what I'd want to encourage to fight against that. I could try to encourage the Barina Claw. I do like the Barina Claw, but I don't want to totally get rid of the Gathering. So, Nimble Fingers, Barina Claw, that'd be cool. I think I'll leave it as is for now, but let's go ahead and let's actually rename these two, because I forgot, and we still need a challenge for Dukir. You know what? I think I've got one. I think I've got a good one. Let's see, though. Let's go ahead and let's look around here. Philip. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll name you Philip then. So we have little Philip here. And we have his brother, Nutata. Okay, and we're gonna name him... Oh! Arnold. There we go. So we have Arnold, and we have Philip. And I think Philip's challenge will be a story. So, Akoko is Stargazer's daughter, and I imagine that after so long without her mother, she'd be kind of homesick for her stories. So I think that she would challenge her son to come up with a story. And he gets the rest of the turn to think of one, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But actually, let's scoot Vladimir over here, and his challenge, I think, it was to dig up worms, wasn't it? So he's just over here to dig up worms, and his mother's just kind of like, sweetie, you could... She might be tempted to switch his challenge, but I think she'll leave it. And she and her mate, Grapevine, are just happy. I think they're happy with their kids. I think they're kind of done. Slash it! Slash it, Grapevine! There we go. I think they're kind of happy with their kids as is, though. And Chip... I'm not sure what Chip wants to do. So, are there any roots nearby? There's a root right here, so he's gonna go over and he's gonna dig that up. He's gonna follow his nose and just dig up roots. I feel like Chip really likes digging in the ground, so he's gonna do that. But, now that we've done that, we've said goodbye to Garlic, and I think there's still those terrible sleeping bugs, and I think this poor little baby is going to stumble out of the grass, and everybody's gonna be kind of startled to suddenly see little Yasha and find out that he was actually Ginger Snap's son, which Eckle knows. And you guys, I think Eckle's going to be elected to be the next leader. So we have Eckle, and we're gonna go ahead. We're going to switch this over. We're gonna switch this over. One more. There we go. So he is now our current leader, and he is actually a very good fit. I would say he's a good fit because he's very, very clever. Definitely intelligent, he thinks things through, and he's a lot less... He's not as careless as Montreal, and definitely the rats, they praise curiosity, they really do, but careless curiosity and just carelessness, I'm not sure if that would exactly be something they would encourage too much, you know? But let's see, Akoko, since you're here, why don't you try feeding from the bottom? And then we have this whole set of nichelings over here, and we have jealous little Chestnut, who might try to... Oh! There's a healing fruit right here. That's good. I think she's going to show off the healing fruit to Pumpkin and call her over. And Pumpkin's going to be curious about it, and she's going to come over and take a look. And I think she might draw something on the rock for her Chestnut and for her family. Oh, what if she drew a little portrait of her family? That'd be so cute. Okay, this is Pumpkin's rock, and it has a portrait of her family. That's so cute. And Tethal, I think he's gonna be a little shocked by his sister's just intense glaring, and I think he's not sure what to do. And Hosta is just kind of he's just chuckling to himself. He finds this very amusing, and he definitely understands the he understands Chestnut. He understands why she'd be jealous that Pumpkin's attention would be diverted elsewhere. I mean, she's super sweet. It's really hard not to want her to just kind of pay full attention to you. But Tethal's just gonna collect berries and try to offer them to Pumpkin, and just he's really shy around her, kind of flustered, and his kind of frustrated, fierce nature melts away a little bit when he's around Pumpkin. And I almost called you Ginger Snap. And Chestnut, on the other hand, she's just like, I don't like this. I don't like this. She's my friend. She's my bestie. She's my bestie. I like her. You know, so she's a little jealous. And Tathal's just shyly sitting over here, a little confused by how hostile and glary his sister's being. But he really likes Pumpkin, so we'll have to see where that goes. And I think I've moved everybody, so except for you. And actually, you have no one protecting you, so scoot down here, buddy. So we're gonna see what little Philip has to say, and I'm very curious to see what his story will be, and you guys get to vote on whether or not he passed, so we won't know until the next episode, but I'm really excited to see what you guys will think of it. I wonder what the story will be. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's pass the turn. And we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you last because I want a little bit of, I want to give you a little bit of time to come up with your story. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna zoom out, we're gonna look around, and I think Yasha is just going to be very content sitting on the trunk and just very happy that he met the rest of the nichelings in the rat tribe. And actually, some of the adults might need to start going back to the nursery. I've noticed that one of the traditions that's faded away over time is the tradition of actually just the adults watching over the nest to learn. And I feel like that might be something that starts changing. Oh, you've got the leech. Can you take that off your son, please? Thank you. And I think that might be something that starts changing too. I think that that Akoko might actually call her kind of adoptive son back over, and he has to watch after the babies for a little bit, just to start teaching them, teaching them discipline and everything, and also teaching them how to take care of the babies in case their parents aren't around, and in case that, just in case, as a caution. And Yasha's, oh, he got a root, Yasha! You're very good with your nimble fingers. I'm very proud of you. And Montreal is just over here, kind of leisurely collecting grass, hanging around the thorns, and I definitely think he'd be curious about going up to this patch in the future and just exploring this whole swampy section because he has a curiosity for the reeds. He definitely is intrigued by it. But Eckel, on the other hand, is slowly making his way through things. He's clearing out grass, he's kind of watching his tribe grow, and we lost Hosta, and I think Pumpkin's going to definitely lean on her friend Chestnut through this, and I think she might scoot back to sit by where he was, and then end up leaning a little bit on let's see, can you collect from this? No? Oh, she collected a berry! Tathal would be very proud of her. He's very impressed by her already because of how sweet and kind she was and just how skilled she was. She's found a new nest, she found the berry bushes, she just collected the berry, and she's unbelievably kind. And I think that that Chestnut, oh wow, Chestnut, there are so many nests over here, so many nests. But I think that Chestnut is going to come over and kind of be that other friend there and just give her brother a quick little a little huff, because she doesn't like that he's hanging around Pumpkin. But Pumpkin and Tathal and Chestnut, they're all just hanging together, and they're mourning the loss of the beloved Hosta. And oh, Hosta, you poor thing. Actually, that does make me want to check. Do we have? You're not Hosta's baby, so Hosta. We're gonna check Vladimir really quick. D&G. That's a Coco. We're gonna check you. C&G. She is D&H. I don't know if the eye immunity passed on, but we are going to have to check that out. We have all of our nichelings over here. It does look like some of them might have been leeched. For you, Falcon's been leeched, so I think Falcon's going to scoot over here. And he and his sister are going to continue traveling together. She's going to help him out. I don't think she has enough fishing to get this koi fish, so we're going to leave the koi fish for now. And Michael is just kind of helping everybody out right now. Michael's just kind of traveling with these guys on their search for a friendly Barina. And their search so far has been kind of fruitless. Falcon's gonna scoot a little further into the grass to help out. Oh, how perfect! There's a stump! Okay, so, Whoopsie doodles, whoopsie doodles. Camera, come on. So I think we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna actually sit Michael up here, and I do think that we're gonna sit Alpine here, and I feel like they feel as if they're getting closer to their goal, although Alpine's definitely kind of confused, and she's not sure if she'll be able to find, she's not sure if she'll be able to find a friendly Barina. She's not sure. But these guys over here, we have little Philip, who's going to absently dig in the ground as he begins his story. Now, his story is actually going to be about Spirit Rose, a fabled mythical being who isn't quite deity, but isn't quite normal ghost either. So, Spirit Rose was born on a poison swampy island. She looked like fear, like terror, like strength. And she had an ethereal feel about her when she was first born, because unlike the other deities, well, not unlike, but she was born as an ordinary nicheling. Now, Spirit Rose was very strong. She had beautiful white, glistening white fur with blood-red markings. She was quite terrifying to behold. Now, most looking at Spirit Rose would be very intimidated. They would just see that terrifying nicheling. They would just see that scary figure. But what they don't know is how loving she was. Now, Spirit Rose never had a mate. Spirit Rose never fell in love, never wanted a mate. She was an independent nicheling. But as fate would have it, one day she was attacked by a rogue and she ended up pregnant. So when her tribe traveled to new land, to burning lands with yellow dry grass and wildfires, with rare rain showers, she ended up having her only child. Now, this child was red as blood, red as roses, beautiful, stunning, and at the same time troubled, because she had a no paw. She was disabled, she was disfigured, she had troubles. But Spirit Rose felt something unknown, something that she had never experienced before, and a wave of love surged in her heart for this strange little creature. She had never loved before. She had never loved anything before, even her own family members she was distant from. And yet this little creature won over her heart. Now, Spirit Rose, being as fierce as she was determined to protect this creature, determined to protect her child no matter what the cost, no matter how long it would be, and her child, her family line, to protect it. And one day wildfire surged and spread throughout the land, and her daughter was at risk. Her daughter was pregnant with her own child, with Spirit Rose's grandchild, and the wildfires were nipping at her heels. Spirit Rose came and threw herself at the flames, fighting it off and pulling her daughter away from the danger. And the fires, they died out. They were suddenly gone. And her daughter was safe and sound and had her grandchild. Spirit Rose felt her years on her, felt tired, and looking at her child, looking at her grandchildren, a sudden weariness and a sudden just joy overwhelmed her. And she said to her daughter, "No matter where you are, no matter how long it may seem, I will always be with you, and I will always protect you and yours." And then the next day she passed away. And ever since then, the line of Spirit Rose has felt an odd presence, an odd, bemused presence that would help them in their time of need. One known as Spirit Rose. And alright, that was Philip's story. And if you guys think he passed, let me know in the comments. And tell me what you think. Tell me what how you think he did. But there we go. I think, let's see. We'll go through one more turn, and then I think that'll be it for this episode. But, it was nice hearing about Spirit Rose again. I really do love her. And, oh goodness. I can't get this kind of bemused spirit image of her out of my head. I feel like she gets kind of amused by all of our nichelings' antics, but she's definitely very protective, and I wonder, out of all of these nichelings, I wonder who is the line of Spirit Rose. I wonder if she's lurking around here, curious as ever, but protective and dangerous and intimidating as she was in her living life. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pass the turn. What was that? I'm hearing crabbits. I'm hearing noises. There are a lot of noises. Okie dokie. Let's actually go ahead and sniff. Gasp! Gasp! There is a rogue! I don't know if this will count, but Alpine, maybe you can... She's so cute! She's so pretty! Get back here! No! Stop running from me! Okay, Falcon, it is your job to help out. Falcon! Falcon! This needs to... Okay, she stopped running. She stopped running. What the heck, Kosi? She is so beautiful. I am in love. Look at how gorgeous. Look at her brown eyes. Look at her beautiful fur. Gosh, she is so pretty. I love her. She's so pretty. Oh my goodness, I can't see her. Come on, Kosi, I can't see you very well. Okay, so it looks like Alpine might not be able to invite, but I think she would give her brother the food to invite this nicheling. So we're gonna quickly invite our lovely... Oh my gosh, they're sleeping bugs. Run! I think, oh, so that might have been why she was running. Maybe she was running from the sleeping bugs, and after seeing them, I think she would warn her newfound friends and, like, rush them away from these terrible, terrible bugs and try to convince them to go this way instead. Falcon currently, though, is at risk, and I think Alpine might stay behind and clear away some grass instead because she's worried about him, and I'm not sure about Michael, though. I think for now Michael will clear away the grass, and our lovely newfound friend, she'll clear away the grass, but she's going to try and run and convince the others to follow after her because those sleeping bugs make you exhausted and put a terrible sickly weariness in your bones that is not good for your health. So she's definitely trying to run, and she's trying to lure them away, trying to get them away from there. And we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna give her a new name because I really want to see what name we'll get with the lovely Kosi, and I think we had a Kosi recently. So I'd like to name. Okay, so whoa, we have strawberry cheesecake, but I think we already had a cheesecake. So dream cooler. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Dulce de leche. Do you think she looks like a dulce de leche? English toffee, maybe? I like dulce de leche. So we'll just call her like let's see, dulce for short. Dulce de leche. Aww, I really like her. But we have dulce de leche here. She does actually look a little more like toffee, but I like dulce de leche. It's like my favorite ice cream flavor. There are a few others, of course, because ice cream is ice cream. It's just amazing, almost no matter what flavor. But you know. But little dulce de leche is trying her best to lead her newfound friends away from the terrible sleepy bugs because she is native to this land and she knows how awful they are. And Yasha is kind of stuck up on a trunk. He's still kind of all alone. I think he's going to try to dig in the roots. And I think after being around here for a day, little Chip is going to be let off. And I think he'll run into Yasha and they'll start up a conversation and get to know each other. And let's see. Akoko definitely seemed to enjoy the story. I think she's going to help her son dig for worms. And her son, Philip, I'm not sure what she wants Philip to do now. I think Philip's going to head over this way. Grapevine and Akoko, I think they're on their last day. So they're going to spend their time with their family, getting to know everybody, and getting to know everyone, you know? Just feeling close to each other. And actually, there's something he can crack here. So why don't we're gonna snatch that up. I'm sorry, Crabbit, but I really, really wanted that. I wanted that clamshell. I'm sorry. I really wanted it, but okay. And we have the jealous little Chestnut over here, who's sitting protectively and a little possessively over by Pumpkin. And I don't think she definitely doesn't like that her brother fancies Pumpkin. Speaking of which, her brother is gonna scoot this way, and he and Pumpkin are gonna continue to get to know each other. And I think Pumpkin is a little sweet. You know, he looks a little uncomfortable, so I think she might go and ask him about, like, are you okay? So, since her brother is a little uncomfortable, Chestnut might have unknowingly just helped further their bond. But Montreal's going to swipe up the reeds, and he's going to go look closer at these bushes. He might actually start cutting them down to investigate them further. But now that that's done, Eckel, he's still being his very leaderistness. And oh my globals! What the heck? There's a carnivore! Eckel, no! Eckel! Oh no. How strong are you, Eckel? He only has a 3 in strength, and I think Pumpkin being very sweet, she might go up to help defend her friend, although I don't know how she'd feel about hurting the carnivore. Montreal, on the other hand, Montreal might have another chance to show off and just easily slaughter and get rid of this carnivore, no problem. Maybe Stone is testing him again? I know he's definitely favored by Stone for some reason. But alright, I think that's going to be it for this episode, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you think Philip passed his story test, let me know in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. But I gotta be bopping on out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!